Let's actually talk about domain and range for this picture. Now, even though they're not on here, because I don't know why the computer program I use to draw it doesn't draw them, but there's arrowheads going on over here. So domain refers to how far left to how far right the graph goes. How far left does this graph go? Negative infinity. Because this arrowhead here says it goes on forever. Even though that arrowhead is pointing up, it's also pointing left. So that's going to go left forever. So negative infinity. How far right does it go? Positive infinity. Because this arrowhead, not only is it pointing up, it's always going to the right. So all values of x are covered. Range is bottom to top. How far down on the y-axis does the graph go? Negative 3. Do we include the negative 3? How do I tell the viewer include the negative 3? Bracket. Comma. How far up on the y-axis does the graph go? Infinity. Goes up forever. So domain is left to right. How far left to how far right the graph goes. Watch out for arrowheads. Range, bottom to top. How far down the y-axis to how far up the y-axis goes. If, for instance, let me make a new slide. Blink. No, that's not the right one. How do I? There it is. Oh, quiet. If, for instance, we had a graph. Megan is up. I did that. How far left to how far right does the graph go? Negative 1. Not negative 1. Positive 1. Inclusive to infinity. How far down to how far up does the graph go? Negative 5. To positive infinity. Bracket says include. So since I have a closed dot here, that means the point 1, negative 5 is part of the graph. If that were an open dot, that means we're going to get really, really, really close to that point, but we're never going to touch it.